Well, the teams for this 109th derby between City and United. Manchester City first, with Perry Suckling in goal, bought from Coventry in the summer. Into the back four now comes John Gidman, of course, Mick McCarthy, Kenny Clements. At left back, Clive Wilson, who's converted from the midfield. And in the midfield now, that much-needed experience from Tony Grealish is introduced. And up front, a bit of a gamble here for Jimmy Frizzell. 18-year-old Steve Redmond, who's been playing at centre-back, gets the striking job alongside Imre Varadi, making his first appearance at home since his arrival from West Bromwich Albion. Manchester United, Chris Turner in goal. In the back four, Graham Hogg gets another chance alongside Paul McGrath. Kevin Moran is left out. And in the midfield, Gordon Strachan has failed to recover from a hamstring injury, so Remy Moses comes in. Up front, Frank Stapleton alongside Peter Davenport, who has started to blossom now in United's colours. And Terry Gibson, incidentally, is the United sub today. He gets the nod over Jesper Olsen. So we're waiting now for the referee, David Scott of Burnley. It's his first ever appearance as a referee here at Maine Road to get this derby underway. Let's get a quick word from the Tottenham manager, David Pleat, with me. What do you fancy today, David?
Well, lovely atmosphere inside the ground. The pleasure for me of seeing my first Manchester derby. Going to be difficult for City because they've got three new players in each department, at the back, midfield and up front. But hopefully, if they can get a good start, that will keep them going and force United back.
Well, it's City, of course, in the sky blue strip. There's Kenny Clements, their big central defender. Manchester United in red shirts and black shorts today. Hogg winning it in the air. Clements. Alveston. Robson's header and run by Gidman. Hogg away again, all a bit frantic out there at the moment, but that's customary. And a good break here by Davenport, and Suckling just a little late coming off his line, but in the end he's smothered it beautifully. And the new confidence of Peter Davenport shown here. And Suckling for a moment appeared to be late coming out, but in the end performed wonders.
It would appear Grealish has got the task of looking after Mr. Robson and Manchester United. An unenviable task, I would think, and it would be hoped that Grealish has got the first division legs. He's been out the game quite a while at this level.
Indeed, Tony Grealish has not started a league game since last February for West Bromwich Albion. So he might just be blowing a little bit as we come towards the end of a game, but he's a tremendous little competitor. McNabb. Varadi. Good ball there for Simpson, and played first time. Well, David, you say it's your first Manchester derby. The pace is frenetic and the atmosphere is quite electric, isn't it?
Yes, I'm
That's
sure.
Steve Redmond, sorry, he's the young lad who's playing up front with Varadi today. He came to Maine Road as a striker, but has been playing as a central defender, and indeed played at Old Trafford in the derby game last spring as a central defender. Davenport, Whiteside, a good left foot cross there. And it was McCarthy who put it away for the corner. It's a delightful ball played in there by Whiteside. And Peter Barnes will take the corner for Manchester United. Suckling using his height and his fists well. Simpson now getting Varadi away, and Alveston in quickly. Well, he knows all about Manchester derbies. There's this young, not so young man, the 29-year-old Arthur Alveston now. 14 he's played. Some 12 minutes gone if you've just joined us. No goals yet in this City United derby. Varadi playing it in, and there could so easily have been one there for White. Close call here, David Pleat.
There was a clever ball in.
And some good work by Alveston.
Varadi did well against McGrath on the far side. McGrath won't be too happy with that, allowed him to return near the byline.
White, I don't think McCarthy will get that one. But Wilson got there before Moses. Robson again. Seaverbeck. Again, a quick challenge that time from McNabb. Everybody's going in. This is a fantastic atmosphere as Verratti now takes it up for Manchester City, and the shot is just wide. Well, there's the old saying about it's no place for a faint heart out there today, and that certainly is true.
Grealish and McNabb are buccaneering in that middle part of the field, and Whiteside and Robson better watch their ankles. They're really going in quickly.
Ron Atkinson, the Manchester United manager, the little bit of pressure that's been on him early this year. It's still there, of course, but it's been eased a little bit by gaining 7 points from his last 3 games. Redmond. McNabb again. Oh, the little gap was there, and McNabb took it well. Redmond with a shot! And Steve Redmond, the 18-year-old Liverpool lad, using his strength well to get in and get his shot in. He's a lad from Liverpool. He's a Liverpool fan and still is to this day, he says. City have lost their last 4 league games. They've won only 2 of the last 24 league matches they've played. They really are going through a bad spell, but there's certainly plenty of good spirit in the side on the evidence of the opening 25 minutes. But here's Barnes. This could be a problem. Comes off Kenny Clements. United thought for a moment it may have been handball, but it wasn't. Redmond showing good skill, and a lovely ball. Now as White takes it up, he's got Verratti in space. A lovely ball for Verratti, and some great work by Turner, and a brilliant move by Manchester City, engineered by their young men Redmond and White, and almost finished off by the new man Verratti. David Pleat, what a great move.
Excellent early play. If you'd have seen Dynamo Kevin, the Russians playing like that, you'd have been thrilled. That was wonderful play by City. Move to be proud of.
Free kick to Manchester United.
I think City have obviously spoken about putting early crosses in behind the United defence. They played several good quality crosses in quickly, which has given them problems.
Well, McGrath now with the free kick for Manchester United. McCarthy underneath this one. It'll only come as far as Moses. Stapleton. It might go anywhere. It comes to Barnes. Saved at point-blank range there by Suckling. And now Albiston playing it in again. More trouble here for City. Saved again by Perry Suckling. Free kick, in fact. Peter Barnes so close to getting a goal there against his old club, but some excellent work by Perry Suckling in the City goal. In fact, both goalkeepers today so far have been superb in their play. Tony Grealish doing so much shouting. You can see the influence he's going to have on this City side in the midfield, organising things, but now some defending to do, and Barnes has got the legs of him there, and in the end McCarthy comes in. A good piece of defensive play there again by City.
What's been pleasing about this half, Brian, is the 2 flank players, Simpson and White for Manchester City, haven't been pulled too deep. They've played as forwards, and it's really opened the game out, and it stopped Albiston and Seaverbeck on the other side from getting forward and joining in attacks.
Jimmy Frizzell was saying that points are more important to them than an attractive performance, he said, but in spite of that we should be having a go at Manchester United, and he's certainly been true to his word. There's Robson with a shot, and it's too high.
My fear would be that they just may run out of steam unless they can get into it straight away in the second half. They've had the ascendancy this half, but they've failed to capitalise with a goal.
McNabb. Played in early by Simpson, but that's no problem there for United. Simpson. McCarthy, it goes to Robson, and Clements returns it. Simpson with the jump, but he's out jumped by Sieverbeck. Here's Goodman, space to play it forward. Wilson, or into the path of Brian Robson, and just wide of the City goal. Well, the crowd are making tremendous noise here now, and I hope that atmosphere is coming through to you at home as well. Wilson, delightful skills there by the young left back, and then McNabb taking it up until Whiteside gets in and stops the City attack, and the referee's whistle stops the first half action, which has been absolutely non-stop from the very first whistle. A lot of credit then to both these sides in this 109th Manchester derby. What an exhibition of fully committed football we've seen from both sides in that first 45 minutes. But as yet we await the first goal that Jimmy Greaves was enthusing about at half-time. I have to say that I saw the man he's replaced here, Paul Power, at Goodison Park yesterday. Now that really was a full-back performance there in an enthralling game against Watford. But young Clive has done really well, considering also he had a really bad ankle injury that kept him out for a long spell a couple of seasons ago. But here United straight away coming into the reckoning as Goodman gets it back to Perry Suckling. Had a word from below from Jimmy Frizzell, who says he's delighted with the way his team are playing at the moment. His main concern, though, is the fitness of Tony Grealish, who has got a little bit of a hamstring problem. And here's Grealish on the ball straight away, but as David Pleat says, he is such a competitor that I think the hamstring probably is the last thing on his mind at the moment.
Well, he might keep his ambition tight if he's got a hamstring strain. He doesn't want to go on too much, he just wants to sit in the hole and keep supplying the other people with the passes. If he starts going on too far and playing 1-2s, he'll get caught out and won't have the pace to get back.
Well, here are United then with a free kick. And it's there! And it's Stapleton! And United have made the breakthrough. At the end of the day, he shouldn't have been allowed to get in front of McCarthy, crept into the net. Well, that's a hammer blow for City. And now Orbiston. Davenport, the little touch for Arthur Orbiston. Knocked away that time by McCarthy. And City in a bit of trouble here, and a free kick for Manchester City. It'll be a massive test of character now for City. They'll soon find out who are the ones with the character. Much relief for the big man in the spectacles, Ron Atkinson, who has never lost a Manchester derby. 2 wins and 4 draws since he became manager of United, and now his side are 1-0 ahead as Moses now finds Sieverbeck, and that'll be a goal kick. Simpson, Redmond, Moses is there, but Redmond is going all the way. Oh, and saved for the last by Turner. What an enthralling start to the second half. And what a great young run by this 18-year-old. A long, long way, just poking it out there. And Turner saving the day for United. McCarthy in there with a header, and he's equalised. 1-1. Absolutely incredible. His first goal of the season, and it brings City level again. What a header. What a brilliant goal. 1-1 the score. Now Davenport for United. And now it's Whiteside. Here's Peter Barnes, wriggling free with Stapleton free on his right. Frank Stapleton. City's throw, no foul on the United striker. McNabb. Plenty of blue shirts over there. Gidman. Trying to get Verratti through. Nice little touch by Verratti, and Redmond just over the top.
City finding space very, very well indeed. And the lovely thing about Redmond is he's not frightened to miss. He keeps having a go at the goal and eventually he'll get one.
McGrath didn't really get a firm touch on that one. Simpson. This will be Stapleton. Whiteside going forward. A good strong challenge and a fair one, well timed by McCarthy. Here's McNabb going in, that time unfairly on Moses. A free kick to United. So it's Paul McGrath with a free kick for Manchester United. Towards Norman Whiteside. Barnes is in there. Can he get a shot in though? Moses can! Fractionally wide. After Peter Barnes had wrinkled his way across the edge of that penalty area. It fell quite invitingly for Moses as well. David Pleat.
I think they're a little bit scared to challenge him there. They're in a dangerous position. Moses certainly did well in supporting his attacks well to get in the shot.
Whiteside, swift and a strong challenge that time from White. Moses now spraying it towards Stapleton on the far side. And then he loses out to Gidman. That comes off Orbiston, and it'll be a Manchester City throw. And Steve Redmond thought about taking one quickly. Instead of that, it's for Gidman. White, who's got tremendous pace, and Simpson couldn't quite get in there. At the end, it was Seaverbeck who got it away. Verratti. Anton. That fell nicely for Gidman. A cross towards Verratti, but McGrath forced to put it over. So now Simpson with the corner for City, and McCarthy there again, that time straight at Turner. One of City's problems has been goal scoring, and really that's why they're bottom of the table, I suppose. They've scored only 8 in 11 league games, but they've offered quite a threat from time to time to that United defence today.
It's been a non-stop effort, both sides, and the lovely thing is that they're both really going for the victory.
Verratti trying to get White away. You still have that feeling, though, that United have still one more gear to find, do you?
possibly. I mean, this is one of the biggest pitches in the country. I think it's something like 119 by 79 yards, and the players are putting tremendous efforts, and I think they're more likely to tire than United.
Whiteside finding Davenport. That's a good cross by Davenport. Well, it was Whiteside who came roaring in, and Suckling maybe just put him off enough, but it was certainly a tremendous piece of play here by Peter Davenport. What a great cross that was, always tempting the keeper, and Whiteside just clearing the crossbar. Orbiston with the throw for Manchester United. Splendid derby game. Can it go for a victory for one side or the other yet? Oh! Whiteside's shot, the first semblance of a real mistake there by Perry Suckling. It somehow found its way through his arms, but behind for the corner. Well, it puts more pressure on City in these dying moments of this derby game. McCarthy up there, powerfully, and away come the blue shirts on another breakaway. Simpson's leading the charge. White has gone forward as well, and what a shame that Simpson played that ball, because White had made a really good break just inside him. Oh, look at the space here now for Whiteside. Maybe it'll go the other way. As Davenport goes through and Suckling out again. When will the excitement end?
Obstruction there, Brian.
Sorry?
There was an obstruction on Davenport, but they got away with it. And probably deservedly. Two terrific counter-attacks.
And this time, as Davenport came in, they tried to hold him back. What a brave and a good piece of positive goalkeeping. Right, Barnes now. Orbiston. Kidman. Clements away. Robson to Barnes. Robson, a few gaps now appearing. Davenport. Orbiston. Just wide in the corner given. Came off a City defender. He scored his only goal, in fact, in this game last season, and then an own goal in the other game at Old Trafford. So Arthur's got a bit of a scoring record. But it's a corner now. Barnes to take it. The last minutes of the game. And another corner. 1 minute remaining. Again, they're crowded in at that near post. Again, there's a big threat to City. Suckling coming out there. Brightwell getting it away with a header. Robson charging in, but Simpson holding him off. Sieverbeck now for Manchester United. And Brightwell holding him off again. And then playing the ball forward, but there's nobody up. And Orbiston will... Man of the match, David?
Oh, very difficult to say. There's been some very good performances. I think Jimmy Frizzell will take great encouragement by the youngsters' performances, Redmond and White.
No, it fell just behind Berardi. It was an interesting ball from White. And now Kidman. Can Manchester City yet snatch it at the very last? McNabb. Time added on for injuries now being played as McNabb comes in, and is played just a little too firmly. It'll be a goal kick for Manchester United.
I think the PFA are the winners, Brian. They've all done a credit to their profession today. It's been first class.
Sieverbeck forward. The final whistle. A splendid derby game, and credit to everybody on that field. And just look at the reception that they are getting from both sets of supporters. An absolutely superb game, some great goalkeeping, particularly from this man, Perry Suckling. And Manchester City, the bottom club, now go off the bottom. Stapleton scored the first. McCarthy then got a brilliantly headed equaliser.